The biggest challenge is encouraging risk. Number 2 is collaboration. Number 3, motivating employees. So those 3 are the top 3. Kevin, what do you think of those top 3 coming through now? What does that tell you?
All right, it makes a lot of sense. It's exactly what you would expect, and you guys just have to choose the 3 hardest things to do, huh? And it's the 3 hardest things to fix. And why is that hard? Let me go through the biggest ones. Let's start with the biggest one: encouraging risk taking. I think part of the problem is that we don't really understand what risk taking really means. Remember, innovation is about pushing the boundaries. For me, it's not gambling. So let's distinguish risk-taking from distinguish gambling from trying something that no one has gone before. You've done your due diligence, you've done all your work, you've done all the research, you've done all your testing, and you have to take that leap of faith, right? And you take a step forward. That's one. So I think people misunderstand that, because gambling is easy. The other one is do your due diligence, study, deep dive, understand your customer, really, really hard. So that kind of risk taking is very hard, because you basically say, I don't know. Even doing all that hard work, I don't know. And you're taking that risk. I think that's first. Second, motivation. Motivation is going to be really, really hard, because there's so much diversity in what motivates a person to do. And I myself have recently published a paper. This really has to do from which country you're from. And different countries have different motivations. And one thing we can talk about later, because there's the great diversity of people from different countries. It's about which component of creativity, or which ingredient drives creativity. There are 3 ingredients. Very simple. First, arguably the most important is motivation, intrinsic motivation. Why are you solving this problem? Are you doing this to make a lot of money? Or are you really trying to solve an inherent real customer problem that you're trying to solve? And that's a big difference. You're trying to solve the problem versus solving the problem to achieve something else that's of value to you. Second, do you have the skills? Do you have the right thinking skills? Have you thought about this properly? So things like design thinking, that's a skill that you have to develop. Third, you may have all the best skills in the world, you have the intrinsic motivation, but what knowledge do you have of the area in which you're trying to innovate in? A lot of us have probably heard of things like think outside the box, break the rules. It's about innovation. My take on break the rules: you only innovate if you break the rules to make better rules. If you break the rules for the sake of breaking rules, you're not going to produce any real value. You've got to make better rules, which means you need to master the domain in which you're innovating. The last thing, collaboration. It's messy, man. I mean, the key to creativity, innovation, diversity, different viewpoints, and just that alone, getting different viewpoints together, that's collaboration. Really, really hard.